As you pass over this creaky old Alton bridge, it's normal to feel a little unsettled. But for this particular bridge, those feelings may be more actual than not. According to local lore, the historic old Alton Bridge marks the entryway to the territory of a malevolent demonic force known only as the Goatman. Welcome to my channel Enlightenment in the Darkness. Many believe that crossing over the bridge at certain times of night can unlock a portal into hell itself. If you think you're brave enough to cross the haunted Goatman's bridge, be warned, the creature is said to appear whenever someone mentions its name. The old Alton Bridge is a historic iron bridge that spans over the muddy waters of Hickory Creek and connects the city of Denton to the city of Copper Canyon, a little less than an hour's drive from Dallas. The bridge's architectural composition is known as a truss, a visually distinct structure of connected elements forming triangular units. These units are usually stressed from tension, compression, or both in order to support heavy loads. Heavy loads were exactly what the bridge was intended to support when the King Iron Bridge Manufacturing Company commissioned it in 1884. In a time predating cars, massive cargo carriages drawn by hefty workhorses became the bridge's most frequent users. Gradually, these carriages were replaced by automobiles, which were supported equally as well by the bridge's sturdy truss structure. The old Alton derives its name from the now abandoned town of Alton, which from 1850 to 1856 served as the seat of Denton County. Though the community is no more, the name remains. Although as far back as the 1930s, the bridge has taken on a second, much more sinister nickname, Goatman's Bridge. In July of 1988, at just over 100, the old Alton Bridge landed a coveted spot on the National Register of Historic Places, as well as recognition as a Texas historic landmark. Despite the warmth the community displays toward the bridge, another feeling altogether permeates the hot summer air when wandering down the old Goatman's Bridge at dusk, a feeling of deep, almost primordial terror of what lurks beneath. While some bridges are inhabited by pesky creatures such trolls, the old Alton Bridge harbors a monster of a much darker nature. The ominously named Goatman has been described by witnesses as a truly frightening sight plucked straight from a nightmare or the yellowed pages of a book of folktales. According to witness reports, the Goatman stands 8 feet tall, with the chest and arms of a man, the hindquarters and hooved feet of a goat, and a frightening goat's head complete with huge curled horns and glowing eyes. Some reports describe the Goatman's fur as a deep, fiery red, while others describe his coloring as black as night, so black you can hardly see him as he moves through the edges of the trees. Whenever a sighting of this ghastly figure occurs, a string of mysterious disappearances is sure to follow. Some believe the Goatman remains dormant for years at a time and awakes only to hunt for prey. Other legends circulating about the demon focus on his name. According to legend, those who dare speak the Goatman's name while crossing his bridge unwittingly summon his spirit. While the Goatman is said to sleep beneath the old Alton during the day, he habitually creeps out from under it to hunt for food at night, returning only at the sound of his name. If his name is uttered during the day, he is awakened and is often even more vicious due to the disruption of his sleep cycle, or so the story goes. Legend further holds that the Goatman's Bridge provides a gateway into hell. Visitors crossing the bridge at exactly 3 a.m. have reported horrific visions of fire and brimstone. Those fortunate enough to return, that is. A second spirit is often said to keep the Goatman company, that of a young mother crying out eternally for her lost child. Residents making their way over the bridge late at night have reportedly heard her ghostly wails, and others have spotted her crying at the bridge's center. When approached, the woman is said to vanish. Some say the two ghosts are connected, and that years ago, the Goatman stole the young woman's baby. When she found out, she threw herself from the bridge, and her spirit has haunted it ever since. Aside from demonic satyrs, a second version of the story seeks to explain the origins of Goatman's Bridge. According to this story, a black goat farmer by the name of Oscar Washburn and his family moved into a home located just north of the old Alton Bridge. Within a few years, Oscar had built a reputation for himself as a reliable and trustworthy businessman and a valuable member of the community. Many of his neighbors bestowed upon him the affectionate nickname the Goatman. However, not everyone was pleased with Oscar's newfound success and acceptance within the North Texas community. A vicious and hateful group of Klansmen working in the local government began to conspire against him, waiting for Oscar to slip and give them some excuse to be rid of him. Their chance finally came that summer. Unaware of the plot against him, Oscar had rather harmlessly installed a sign on the old Alton Bridge reading, "This way to the Goatmans." In response, the members of the Klan employed at the local police station drafted a law making it illegal to solicit anything at the bridge, and duly arrested Oscar in August of 1938. The Klansmen, however, did not exactly follow the due process of the law. Instead of reading Oscar his Miranda rights, the men assembled a vicious mob to cross the bridge and kidnap Oscar from his home. The men dragged him to the bridge where they had prepared a noose. After securing it around Oscar's neck, they tossed him over the side. But when they checked the noose to ensure that Oscar had died, they were in for quite the shock. The noose was empty. In a panic, the mob fled from the bridge. To this day, no one knows exactly how Oscar was able to evade the mob's wrath, but legend holds that the name Goatman's Bridge came about to honor him. So whether the old Alton is named after a terrifying demon or a particularly resilient goat farmer, the bridge is certainly worth the trip. Nature lovers and paranormal enthusiasts alike will love checking out this remarkable historic landmark and the beautiful scenery surrounding it. Just be sure not to cross after 3 a.m. So what are your thoughts about the Goatman's Bridge? Please feel free to comment your thoughts below. I would like to thank you for joining me here today on my channel, Enlightenment in the Darkness. Please like and subscribe to my content. Many blessings to the rest of your day.